Shelton Aeronautics, Wolf Trap, Virginia, Thursday, October 17th, 10:36 a.m. It started with a door knock. It was the last time it would be knuckles on wood next time I'd pound with my fist. "Nobody's home," said Bunny, not for the first time.
"Parking lot's full of cars,"
said Top. "They're here," I grumbled. Master Sergeant Harvey Bunny Rabbit popped his chewing gum. "Then how come they're not answering the door?" I gave him a withering stare. He's 6'7", so I had to look up to do it. "Do I look like Karnak the Magnificent?" "Who?"
"Captain's telling you that he's not psychic, farm boy,"
said Top. Full name was First Sergeant Bradley Sims. He currently held my old spot as leader of Echo Team.
"And I believe he's saying something to the effect that if you keep telling him no one's here, he's going to kneecap you."
"Words to that effect," I said. I knocked again, louder, with the side of my fist. This was not how I planned to spend my vacation. Sure, I love my country, and yes, I would die to protect her, but this was my first vacation since dinosaurs ruled the earth. I had today planned out, too. It was a very well-constructed plan, starting with lots of sleep, followed by the kind of diner breakfast that would keep my arteries nice and hard, then take Ghost, my white shepherd, for a long walk in the park where he would help me appear irresistible to pretty women. Then I'd catch the first part of an Orioles doubleheader in the afternoon, ideally to see them make the Phillies weep and gnash their teeth. Then back to planning the greatest bachelor party in the history of personal excess. My best friend and occasional shrink, Rudy Sanchez, was getting hitched in 2 months. His fiancée, Circe Tree, was away on a book tour, and Saturday night was the party. I already had Sunday set aside for whatever was required after the party: medical attention, psychological counseling, or bail hearings. Instead, where was I at 10 in the morning on a glorious Thursday? Stuffed into a suit, not flirting with girls in the park, standing outside of Shelton Aeronautics with Top and Bunny, who were every bit as disgruntled as I was. And nobody was answering the goddamn door. We were out on one of those busybody projects that are often immense time wasters. We were out doing legwork to try and track down some cyber terrorists. Yeah, I know, that battlefield is online, so why were first-team shooters knocking on doors? Like everything else in my life, it's complicated. The short version is that over the last few months there have been some significant attacks on the computer systems of several of the most important defense contractors. These were all private corporations who used intranet rather than the internet for all the important stuff, so web access to their research records was supposed to be impossible. Well, virtually impossible. We could do it. By we, I mean my team, the Department of Military Sciences. The DMS has the MindReader computer system, and MindReader is to other computers what Superman is to the spandex crowd. MindReader can intrude into any other system, read and copy its data, and exit without a trace. Its super intrusion software package is unique, and it rewrites the target system's software to erase all tracks. Other invader systems leave some kind of detectable scarring, no matter how subtle. MindReader doesn't. The attacks began small. Some cute little viruses that were more nuisance than threat, like jabs a boxer throws when he's trying to get the measure of his opponent's timing and reflexes. You're not really trying to score with the jab, but by learning how the opponent reacts, you set yourself for the hard right. The hard right came around the 1st of the month. Someone hacked the security computers at a Lockheed Martin plant in New Jersey and accessed the fire control system. The virus told the system there was a major fire in the labs, and that tripped the halon fire retardant. Without a single warning bell, the security doors auto-locked and massive white clouds of toxic gas began jetting into the labs. The fully staffed labs. 38 people wound up in the hospital. 2 days later, a missile in a test silo in Kansas tried to launch itself. Luckily, the warhead was a dummy and there was only residual fuel in the tank, so the damage was minor. The implications, however, sent shockwaves throughout the Department of Defense and Homeland. The attacks escalated. A tapeworm tunneled through the mainframe at an Aurora Flight Sciences plant at the Manassas Regional Airport in Virginia, destroying all files.